What is going on? We are back again. United Sim Football Association here for week number 5. The last 2 games of the week will come out tonight. We're going to go ahead and get this thing rolling. As always, you know how we do. The games keep rocking and rolling. Make sure you're getting the giveaway. For all the people on YouTube, make sure you like the video. I'm doing double duty. It's all good. Just kidding. I'm not doing them both at the same time, but you know what I do. I post it to YouTube. I got to make sure the YouTube people stop sleeping on YouTube. We got to get the affiliates rolling there, but I'm talking too much. It's Detroit and St. Louis has started out tonight. Should be an interesting ball game here. Most people will say that Detroit has the right of way to get this W. They gave up a lot of points in St. Louis in their last matchup against Huntington Beach, and there's still some holes that needs to be plugged here in St. Louis, but they have a lot of heart even with the craziness that's been happening this season. We got the new sim rolling. It's been fun. We've been seeing some crazy gameplays here, especially this week. You've seen a comeback earlier this week, so make sure you watch out. That Charlotte game ended up getting the W there over New York. That was probably a top 5 matchup we've seen this season, but we're going to go ahead and keep it rolling here as always, and we're going to go ahead and get it started in just a little bit. Let the music play, and I'm going to go ahead and pull it up for you. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that wait. Dad, to check something real quick. Is going to be sweet. Thank you so much for the patience there. And we're going to go ahead and get this game rolling just a little bit. Let's go ahead and hit that play game button. Let's go ahead and get this thing rolling nice and easy. Let's go ahead and flip it over so you see what's happening. Looks like St. Louis is going to kick it away. Daniel Carlstown setting this one up, and we are underway here in St. Louis. Best of luck to both of these teams, and the 2 teams following this matchup should be a fun one between Tacoma and Anchorage. So make sure you watch out for that ball game. Going to see if the homie Stoneway could do that one. He can't do this one because he's playing. It's going to be interesting to see what Action Jackson Jr. could do on the field. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Going to be a handoff here, pushing forward, a big hole, and there goes Samari Jones, picking up 13 already. First and 10 coming up. Handoff here again, a big hole, goes back to the smaller hole to pick up about 3. Probably had a little bit more if he went to the right. It's going to be 2nd and 7. Hope everyone's having a blessed day. Here comes action. This first pass going to the left side and caught, and there goes swoosh over the top. Making it happen. He's going to pick that first down up, a gain of 29 here for Detroit, and they're moving it pretty easily so far. Pocket was solid. Pass was better. Taking the handoff here, looking to go left side, is going to be caught, and turn it up. It's going to be Kamikaze Von Doom, the middle linebacker, getting a touchdown here for Detroit. And that's disrespectful on many levels. He looked like a tight end, but I recognize that number anywhere. That's the former Tulane product getting it done. And they're going to take the lead early. Exactly what the doctor ordered here for the big homies in Detroit. Looking to make it happen. Kick is going to be up, and it will be good. A 4-play drive, already over 70 yards total on offense. And it's going to be 7-0. St. Louis coming onto the field for the first time. Let's see what they can do. Got the Mexican Sprite in me. I'm ready to go. Kicking this one away. St. Louis with the offense coming onto the field soon. A kneel down. And it's going to be 1st and 10 coming up here. Dane Jones, the $20 million man, hitting the field for the first time this week. And he's had a up and down campaign. I'd say he's a lower half quarterback, so like within the 12-7 range. He has the legs to move on the run, to throw it on the run and everything, but hasn't really shown up in the stat sheet. As we'll see a handoff. There goes Mookie past the 40, past the 45, down to the 48-yard line. And both ground games are starting out pretty strong here. Mikey Jackson there with the tackle. And St. Louis is on the move here. Going to be passing it here, looking middle of the field. There goes Mookie again, trying to find his footing, and he's going to pick up 5. Actually, that's Alex Stain, the tight end, making it happen. The short dynamo. A little bit of chatter here in the chat from him, looking for a man again. They're going to go his way, and he's going to hang on again. His 2nd straight catch. Alex Stain says, throw me the football. I'm going to make it happen. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming. Got the giveaway going, exclamation point, USFA, what's happening? As we're going to see the pass looking right side and almost picked off by Caitlin Montaigne. The first incompletion of the day there by Dane Jones. 2nd and 10 coming. Gonna be passing it here. Almost got a man offside. Spinning around, going to get hit as he throws, and he's going to throw it away. Avoids the sack, and is going to make it 3rd and 10 coming up. So far, only 2 people in the giveaway. Make sure you get those numbers up. Passing it here. Gonna go short with it and caught. There goes Namey, first down, and a whole lot more. Makes a lot of man miss. Gets inside the 10. Sorry, inside the 20. There goes Psycho Sid in the chat. What's happening, big homie? Nice. Was that 15 minus 4, 11. Need 11 more entries. Get up in that giveaway. Invite your people. I know it ain't your team, but still give yourself a chance to get something. Got to make sure the giveaways matter. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be 7 minutes left here in the first. What's going on, man? How you doing? Hope all's well with your Fridays. We're going to see a fake of the handoff, middle of the field, and going to be caught inside the 10. Dane Jones trying to work a scoring drive here. It's going to be 2nd and 2. Delayed handoff, going to set his feet left side and misses his mark there. Going to be 3rd and 2 coming up. This is the undercard like the Tyson Jake Paul. I felt that, yeah. Shotgun set coming. Dane Jones looking for a man here. Alex Dane is there for the catch, but he's not getting the first. Only a gain of 1 on the play. St. Louis keep their offense on the field, see if they can pick it up. Wolf goal, he getting ready for tonight. What's happening, big homie? Daniel Carlstown gets sit on the field and then looks like he's going to get yanked away. As they're going to keep their offense on the field. As they're going to send a man in motion. Mookie's back there. And they're going to go ahead and hand it off. Mookie bouncing around, and he's gonna be a yard shy again. And the Detroit red zone defense stands tall, and plays like that can get them in first place at the end of this ball game. That's gonna put Detroit back on the field. First and 10 coming up here. Handoff stretching the left side in the big hole. There goes Samari Jones, and they're going to give him 15 extra. So put him around the 36-yard line or so. Face mask, pretty easy to call there. We'll see where they mark him. Actually, 35, Bukaki Boma, the rookie cornerback. Not supposed to be doing that. It's going to be first and 10 coming here for Detroit. Single back set, handoff, and going to break 1 tackle to pick up about 3. Difference between a 2nd and 13 as opposed to a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be offside, so they're going to stretch it, looking for the first down, going to pick it up, so they'll probably just decline the penalty and keep it pushing. Neutral zone infraction or offsides, they're going to call offsides, declining the penalty, and it's automatic first down here for Detroit, looking to keep it moving here. Passing it, looking for a man. Going to go ahead and stand his feet and throws a dart, and he's going to get pushed forward. Is Tito Gonzalez. Like some pinball type moves right there. Pushed away from the first down mark, pushed right back towards it, and the ball was past it when it hit the ground, so Detroit will stay on the field. Shotgun set here. And it's going to be a fake of the handoff. Looking, goes left side and has a step over the top and burnt them. Montezuma Popoco. Mr. Popcorn says, I need some buckets. And the defense here for St. Louis having some serious issues there in the passing game. No pressure on Action Jackson Jr. The receivers are running free. The blocking has been tremendous, and that's going to help them get a 2-score lead here in the first quarter. Kick is going to be up, and it will be good. 14-0 is your score. Dane Jones warming up on the sideline, ready to get it popping. We'll see what they can do. Sending this one away here. Back into the end zone, and it's going to be a kneel down. St. Louis back on offense. Had some big runs, had a good drive, just lost it on 4th down. And we'll see if they can continue that trend here. Mookie rising there in the backfield. They're going to fake it to him and going to get stuffed. And there goes Tank Falco Jr. sitting them down. Second and 18 coming up here. Passing it here, looking for a man. Going to go right side with it and caught, but he's going to be tackled after picking up a gain of 4. And it's going to be 3rd and long coming up here for St. Louis. Not optimal. Not impossible, but definitely not optimal. Going to be throwing this right side, going to be caught, stumbles for a little bit, picks up 6, and St. Louis is going to have to throw this one away or punt this one away. Drew Stowe there with the catch. Mikey Jackson there with the tackle. And we'll see what happens here as Detroit hits the field again. I'll be a handoff, pushing forward, breaks one tackle, still getting the first down is Tamari. Over 50 yards rushing already, and it's 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff, pushing forward, and going to be losing a yard there. 2nd and 11. Going to be handing this one off, and it's going to be another first down play. There goes Intravis Quentin picking it up. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Going to go right side with it and caught, pushing forward, and going to be 1st and 10, but there is a penalty. There's going to be another offsides here by St. Louis. And it's going to make it 1st and 5 coming up. First and 5 here. Going to be a handoff, cutting up. Going to get maybe 1 yard, and that's it. So getting that yard back that he lost from that last one is going to be 2nd and 4. And that's going to be a false start there. Back them up, make it 2nd and 9. Detroit's going to have to back it up a little bit. We'll see if they can pick it up. They got to get past the 35 of St. Louis's field position to keep the drive alive. And they're going to send Uncle Swoosh in motion, and he's going to get snuck. There in the backfield is number 91, Sean Williams. 3rd and 12 coming up here for Detroit. Passing this right side and incomplete, trying to fit it to Swoosh, but good defense there by Krishan Cresswell. Tried to give Swoosh a chance, and he did pretty good to get open, but better defense to hold them away from points. And that's going to put St. Louis back onto the field. Pinned inside the 10, down at the 8-yard line or so, as they got Mookie back there, and they're going to give him a touch, solid block, and to give him a hole, but good job there by one of the top safeties in the league, Detroit's very own Jay Underwood, making the tackle. Still going to be a gain of 8, though. Very respectable gain here by St. Louis. Handoff, pushing forward, going to make it to the 21-yard line or so. There goes Mookie rising again. It's going to be 1st down coming. Handoff, pushing forward, finding the crease and going to rumble forward to about the 27. It's going to be 2nd and 3. Handoff, gonna cut around and gonna make it 3rd and 4 coming up here. Passing it here, goes right side and caught, looking for the first, and he's gonna pick it up. Barely, just barely, but Mookie Rising makes it happen, making it happen here. 1st and 10 coming up. Pass it, middle of the field, going to be 2nd and 5 there. Namey making the catch. Going to be a handoff, pushing forward. Going to fumble the football. And it looks like the offensive lineman is going to hang on to it. Going to be 3rd and 4. Passing in the middle of the field and going to be completed. There goes Drew Stowe again. First down coming here for St. Louis, trying to get in this ball game. 6 minutes left in the second. Going to be passing it here. Looking, goes left side with it and caught. Cutting up pass. The 45. There goes 2nd and medium coming up here. Second and medium coming up here, turning to 2nd and long thanks to the false start. Here comes Dane Jones. They got to get past the 37-yard line or so to keep the drive alive. Going to pass it here. Going to go right side and caught. Cutting up is Alex Stain, and he's going to take it for about a solid gain there of about 15 or so, or 14, I'm sorry. 3rd and 2 coming up. Going to be cutting up, and I think Mookie got it. His knee hit the ground, but the ball was passed. St. Louis on the move. Going to be pitching this left side and going to be cutting up and using his blocks to get inside the 35. It's going to be 2nd and 7 coming. Handoff, pushing forward. 3rd and medium coming up now. Going to be passing it here, looking for a man, looking right side and incomplete as Namey could not hang on. And that's going to make it 4th and 5 coming up here. Not sure who Nossman is, but he made a big play, stalling this drive. Going to kick this one from the left hash, a deep one, and it is. Did he miss it? I have to see. I think he missed it. Yep, he definitely missed it there, a little bit to the right. I knew it went to the right, but I didn't know if it like barely snuck its way in. Regardless of that, Detroit's back onto the field. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. Tamari Jones there in the backfield. A great start to his game. He's going to bounce outside to try to make it better. And going to make it 2nd and 3. Handoff, pushing forward, cutting up, using his blocks, gets met at the 1st down mark, and he barely has enough at 65 yards, rushing there for number 21. Is going to make it 1st and 10. 2-minute warning here. Passing this one right side, and he's gonna do it. There goes Anthony Stank. I looked away for just a second, and that's one thing you cannot do. Anthony Stank gets it done. 3 different receivers, one of those being a linebacker, putting up a score here for Detroit. And that's a mismatch waiting to happen. Kick is going to be up. Kick is going to be good. It's going to be a 3-play, 62-yard drive here for Detroit. And this the case, got to pass them sticks. Sending this one away, kneel down. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up.
Let's go. Let's go right here. Come on, let's go.
2nd and 7 coming up here. Looking left side and going to be incomplete. 3rd and 7 coming up. Detroit is slacking, is what Jack James says, but he said slack that. Michael Rory says, hey, no slack over here. We got to get these buckets over here. It's going to be 4th and 15 coming up in St. Louis. It's just not getting it done here tonight. Going to be a return taken close to the 40, and it's going to be 1st and 10 coming up to Mari Jones. As you see, 6.5 yards a carry so far tonight. Looking to keep it moving here, and he says with this game how it's going, he's going to be getting some touches. As we'll start with the play action fake and goes right side and overthrows Uncle Swoosh, who had a step, and it's going to be 2nd and 10. Going to be passing it here, looks left side and going to be caught, and there goes Swoosh. 1st and 10 again. Completed 6 passes. 3 of them have been for the reason why it's currently 21-0, as he had the center going up in his airspace, but he still stood tall to make that pass. Going to be faking his handoff here, looking for a man. Going to take off, spins around, throws it and caught, stays in bounds. 1st down and a whole lot more past the 25 down to the 22. And there goes Quentin. They're going to call their 2nd to last time out here. And they're well in field goal range now.
Make plays, y'all. Make plays. Let's have some fun. Let's get something going, man.
Gonna be taking off and spinning, taking it to about the 3. It's gonna be first and goal coming up.
Whatever it takes, I'm getting it. What's the deal, y'all? Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, yeah.
Passing it here, looking for a man. Sansall right side and going to be caught. It's another touchdown there by Detroit, and the 4th different receiver scoring tonight. Tito Gonzalez says hello. Kick is going to be up and good. 28-0 is your score. Just making it look too easy out here. Kicking this one away, 17 seconds left. Here in the second quarter, we'll see the return, cutting around, and just get stuck before he can get past the 20. Dane Jones, quick pitch right side and nothing doing there. Gonna be 2nd and 10 coming. Taking the handoff and then going the other way with it. Pick up a few yards. St. Louis is not going to call a timeout. That'll take us to quarter number 3. And that'll take us to giveaway numero uno. First one of the evening. We got 3 more coming, assuming we do not hit any of the marks. But we're going to go ahead and get the spin going regardless. A lot of TPE's been cooking. And one person that's been cooking, you see on the screen, is Action Jackson Jr. He's just going to lay it up over the top. Anthony Stank burnt them. And that's just one of the highlights, one of the many highlights here by Detroit. As it looks like the first prize will be 10 TPE. Still in play for those other things I said before, 20 viewers, 15 people in the giveaway. So we'll need another, 9 more people in the giveaway. And then also, if you get the hype train rolling, that'll get you ready to go, as it looks like 10 TPE is going to go to Mr. Wolf Gold. So shout out to Sean Justice. He's going to start us out tonight with some points going his way. And I'll go ahead and input that in the USFA giveaway channel here on Discord. So I'll go ahead and get that rolling as St. Louis is back on the field here. See right there, 299 to 137 in regards to total yards. He's going to see a fake of the handoff, throws left side, and looks like the receiver couldn't hang on through contact. Is going to be 2nd and 10 coming. Thank you for the 3 biddies there. Jax James doing his thing.
We gotta be big time now.
But go ahead and pass this one here. Goes left side and going to be deflected out of the hands of Mookie Rising. And Kayla Montaigne, her eyes lit up right there. Looked like she was back in season 3 or something like that. I think that was season 3. That would be intercepted. Actually, I can't even say that. I don't even think Axis has the coding to do that. But you get what I'm saying. She's a beast on the block, as we'll see the big homie here. 3rd and 10. Dane Jones looking for first, takes off to run, throws it short, is going to be caught, but he's going to get to the 30, and that's really about it. The Detroit defense gets a stop, and we'll see 4th and 5. Booting this one away is Carlstown, going to be right at the 20-yard line, and we'll see the return here. There goes Swoosh, finding a little bit of a crease, and if he was able to break through that hole right there, he'd still be running. But Detroit still has some really good field position here, looking to do something. Right now the views are at 6, so we need to turn that up a little bit, as we'll see the 2nd and 8 coming up. Second and 8 coming up. Going to be a pass here, looking for a man. Stands tall, turns around, trying to avoid the sack, and he's going to throw it, but it's not going to go anywhere. 3rd and 8 coming. Third and 8 here. Gonna go past it, looks left side, and easy catch. First down there by Montezuma. And they're gonna keep the chains a moving. Hand off here, got a big hole to get past midfield. There goes Samari Jones. The solid carry for 7 yards there. Second and 3 here, gonna be a handoff, pushing forward, cutting around, and gonna make it 3rd and 1 coming up. Almost got a man offsides there. Sean Williams gets back to a spot, and they'll go ahead and give it to him on the ground. It's Tamari Jones, and he's going to make it 80 yards total rushing so far tonight. 8.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, and it's 1st and 10 Detroit. Going to be handing this one off and cutting past the 40. Another carry there by Tamari Jones. 2nd and 4 coming up here. And off here, pushing forward is going to be Intravis Quinton, making it 3rd and short. 3rd and 2 coming up. Faking a handoff to Jones, looks right side and caught. 1st down, easy. As the drive continues here, sent Popoko on the drag route, works to perfection, holds onto the football through contact, and the chains move again. Gonna be looking left side, and Looked like there was a little bit of a miscommunication there between him and Tito Gonzalez. It looked like he had the open room to get the touchdown, but I think the pass was a little bit off.
Let's go. Let's go. Step up. Right here. Come on now.
Gonna go ahead and take off to run and gonna get hit for a sack. And there goes the big homie making the play. Is that Bradford Dexter? Yeah, that's Bradford Dexter the second on that one. No. It's a different number there. Maybe I'm getting my numbers confused. I missed it.
They can't read us straight up.
But a good play nonetheless here. 3rd and 22 coming. Gonna be passing it here, looking for a man. Looks left side and caught. There goes number 54, Spooky, getting them back in field goal range. And it's gonna make it 4th and 7 coming up. Good job there by Spooky making it happen. From the left hash, here's Javon Gusto. Taking this one away and can't do that one any better. That was real sweet. Kick is up and good, and Detroit's going to crack 30 tonight as St. Louis still search for their first points of the game.
Let's have some fun. Let's get something going now. Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Step up, baby.
Detroit sending this one away. It is going to be returned here from the end zone. It's actually just going to kneel it out. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Dane Jones needs something. Give this team a little bit of life. But the defense here for Detroit hasn't made things easy for him either. As we'll see the fake, looking for a man, stands his feet and finds his man right there. There goes Stain, picking up in about 9.
Playmaker, step up. Give us all. Play smart, baby. Do what you do.
Stretching this right side, looking for a crease, going to stumble backwards away from the sticks, and that's just going to be a gain of nothing on that play. It's going to be 3rd and 1 coming. Shotgun set. It's going to be a handoff here, cutting up, going to bounce around and going to get nothing on the play. And once again, the Detroit defense just not making this look easy. Michael Worry there in the backfield to make the tackle. Going to be returning this one past the 25, and that's really about it. As we'll see, Action Jackson Jr. back onto the field, a near flawless day, and looking to keep that alive. Looking right side and going to be caught. There goes Swoosh again. 2nd and inches coming. 3 catches, 54 yards, a touchdown. Can't be too mad at it. Two minutes left in the third here. There's going to be a handoff pushing forward and going to take it to about the 39-yard line. But that is enough for the first down. Tamari Jones 9 yards away from cracking that century mark. And he's trying to keep pace with the rest of these halfbacks. I think he's around the top 6 currently in regards to like rushing yards. That's what I was referring to. Gonna be passing this one here, taking off, and just throws this one away.
They gotta walk that walk. Let's go, baby. Let's go, man. It's one play.
Gonna be handing this one off here to about the 40-yard line. He's gonna be 3rd and 9 coming up. Third and 9 coming up here. He's going to spin away from pressure, goes left side, going to make the catch, but he's going backwards. And it looks like the St. Louis defense is going to get the stop. Looks like Tito did get his feet in bounds and everything, but not going to help him get the first down. They're going to have to send it back to St. Louis. Gonna be picking them up inside the 10, and Dane Jones is back on the field. Gonna be passing it, no drop back needed. Goes short and caught. There goes Stain trying to juke out Justin Brown. You ain't getting past him like that. The 2nd and 5, and the 3rd quarter is winding down shortly.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Playmaker, step up right now.
Gonna be waiting to the last second to hike this one, and he's gonna be short of the first, but it is gonna be 3rd and 1 headed into the 4th. Throw your 4s up in the chat. It's gonna be 3rd down coming up here. Going to be passing this one, and Alex Stain drops a gimme, and that's going to potentially send it right back to Detroit.
Whatever it takes.
Gonna be passing this one past the 50. Sorry about that. Gonna be 3rd and 2 coming up here. Handing off here, pushing forward, close to the first down mark, and once again short. Gonna make it 4th and inches. Detroit has a chance to get the first down if they choose to stay on the field. Sending this one away here into the end zone for a touchback. St. Louis back onto the field, expecting some prevent defense here by Detroit. Make sure they don't get too crazy. But right now, Detroit's in the driver's seat, looking to get win number 4. And we'll see what St. Louis could do here with these remaining minutes here. Going to be passing it, looking for a man. Takes off to run, sets his feet, and then goes deep to the left side and going to be deflected. And that is some beautiful defense there. That was a rocket. You see how far that football went? He's got a cannon. He always had a cannon. Gonna go ahead and pass this one to the left side and gonna pick up 3. There's number 3 making the catch, Mookie Rising. Gonna go ahead and go deep with it again, and he's got a step, and it's over the head of Mr. Jamal Allen. He's calling for a flag, but not necessarily in reach. And that's going to make it 4th and 7, expecting a punt. Gonna send this one on the return, finding a little bit of a crease to get to around the 40. His Uncle Swoosh, and that's going to put Action Jackson Jr. back on the field, expecting some run plays to try to burn some of this clock. Gonna go ahead and get a half a yard there. 20 for 96 currently, and Cresswell's doing some push-ups right now. He probably should have been doing that around quarter number 1. Got the final 8.5 minutes left in the 4th. Handoff here in a big hole. There goes Jones, and he is now over the century mark. And they want to keep the drive alive here. 3rd and 3. Faking the handoff is action. Sets his feet, goes right side and outside of the reach of that wide receiver. Actually, outside the reach of that tight end. That was Cito Gonzalez lunging out for it, but it's going to make it 4th down, and St. Louis is going to get another stop. Kicking this one away here. Gonna be taking this one past the 10 to about the 12. And it's gonna be 1st and 10 coming up here. Gonna be passing it here, looking for a man, goes right side and caught, pushing forward and down to the 25-yard line. 2nd and 8 here. Second and 8, faking the handoff, looking for a man, spinning around, then throws it right side and going to be dropped by Stowe. And that's a macrocosm of the season so far here for St. Louis. Got that first W, but outside of that, it's been tough sledding, to say the least. Going to be passing it here, 3rd and 8, looking for a man. Going to step up and throw it short. Is going to be caught, and he's going to be a yard shy. 4th and 1 coming up here. Both teams struggling a little bit here in this quarter. but the clock continues to roll. Gonna be rumbling past the 32 to 35. It's gonna be 1st and 10 coming. Handoff here, pushing forward and gonna make it to the 33. It's gonna be 2nd and 10 coming. Gonna be passing it here, looking for a man left side and wide open. There goes Quentin taking off and using that speed, and the defense just could not stop him. Touchdown, Hellhounds. And Quentin said he a backup. I play like the starter too. Better watch out for 24 when you're on the field. And that's going to extend this lead even further. Number 36 was right there, but not the good amount of speed, not a good angle. And you know you're doing good if you got Action Jackson Jr. strutting like he won the championship or something like that. He won one before with Huntington Beach. He said he's feeling himself tonight. That's touchdown number 5 here for him, and that's going to make it 38 to nothing. He said he's trying to bring a championship to Detroit, cement himself as a top 3 quarterback of all time. And honestly, the stats back it up. I mean, he's honestly had a really, really good career here. He's been up and down in certain stages of his career, like maybe like last season, he's been getting sacked a lot, but he could throw the football with the best of them. That's how he's always operated. That's how he was able to get the championship earlier in his career. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up here for St. Louis. 5 more minutes left in the 4th quarter. And don't forget that we do have a game tonight coming up after this between Tacoma and Anchorage. Should be a fun one as always, as I'll go ahead and flip back to the field right on time, and there goes the pass and a penalty.
What we gotta do here?
First and 10 coming up. Here comes Dane Jones looking to step up, throws right side and incomplete again. There to Stain. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
Let's go, man. All right, go get him now.
Shotgun set here for Dane Jones, looking for a man. When the pass, looking, steps in, going right side, and there goes Stain for the first down at the 42. And it's going to be 1st and 10 coming here.
Let's go, baby. Don't you do that.
Passing right side and a dart there to Namey inside the 10. 4 minutes left here in the 4th. Look in middle field, and Stain's going to get another one inside the 15. 2nd and 4 coming up.
Show him what you got. You're supposed to catch that, baby.
Single back formation here. A lot of big bodies there on that O-line, and they're going to test the ground game, bouncing outside, and Damian Chambers says hello. Get down to the ground. His 3rd of the game, looking real nice. 3rd and 6 coming up here for the big homies at St. Louis. And they're in territory to get some points. If they want to get the first, they'll have to get past the 8-yard line. And they're going to go ahead and fake the handoff. The blitz is getting home, and another sack. And Tank Falco's going to get a half a sack, splitting it with the big homie right there. Great job there by Trevor Halifax. And it looks like St. Louis appears to send out their kicker as they hit the 2-minute warning. Ooh. Ooh. Well, Schneezy's there, but we're good. 4th and 13 coming up here. St. Louis well intent to not get shut out tonight, as they just could not get their offense rolling all game long, and feel like they barely made that kick. And it's going to be 38-3. Detroit coming back onto the field here, and we'll see what they can do here. First and 10 coming up here. $103 rushing yards there by Tamari Jones, looking to add on a few more, as this looks like a clear-cut victory here by Detroit. Great job all the way around. Big home of Tamari Jones there in the backfield and going backwards, and he's over 100, but can't be doing that a couple more times or he won't be over 100. 2nd and 11 here. Gonna be a handoff pushing forward, and he's once again getting a yard, so he got the yard back that he lost as more clock comes off of the board. Essentially 2 more plays here. That boy up in here, what's happening? I believe that's Stain right there. And you had a pretty good game, actually. I think you had like 9 catches or something like that. Over 50 yards receiving. As we'll see a handoff and another big hold. There goes Tamari Jones, not leaving it up for discussion. He's going to crack 120 tonight on the ground, and that should wrap this one up. With the final score being 38-3. St. Louis once again falling short in this one, going up against a very tough opponent. Kind of hard to get the ball rolling all the way around, and we'll see what happens on the game tonight, as that is going to close this one up here. Final score once again 38-3, and we'll go over the scoring, the stats, the team stats, the player stats, the stats, all the good stuff. Great job all the way around there by Detroit getting it done. And you see the number 7s dapping up one last time, and I'm sure they'll play again later on in the season, but we got to talk about this game here. Great job all the way around there by Detroit getting it done, as we'll see the stats here for the teams. A lot of first downs there, 21-10. No turnovers in this ball game. A couple penalties by both sides, and you see right there, pretty split in regards to the possession time, as Action Jackson Jr. 14 for 20, 310 yards, 5 TDs, 70% completion percentage. Dane Jones 23 for 36, 178, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Action Jackson Jr. had the 66 yarder, Dane Jones with the 26 yarder. Tamari Jones, 25 for 120, doing his thing. Mookie Rising, 12 for 51. Interviews Quentin, 3 for 19. Naaman McNamerson, 2 for 4. Uncle Swoosh had a carry, went backwards. McMaple Bacon, 1 for nothing. And Action Jackson Jr. had a nice carry there for 19 yards, doing his thing. Naaman fumbled it earlier. You see right there, Mookie and Tamari had 2 broken tackles. Longest carry of the day goes to Mookie there, 22-yarder. And this looks like Action had the second longest with that 19. Looking at the receiving side, Alex Day, 9 catches, 64 yards, doing his thing. Mookie Rising, 8 for 37. Naaman McNamerson, 3 for 49. Drew Stowe, the second, 2 for 20. Jamal Allen, 1 for 8. Looking at the drops here, looks like Allen and McNamerson had 2. Stain and Stowe had 1. Longest catch goes to Naaman there, number 26, getting 26. And that's going to be it for that one. On the other side, the leading catcher will be Uncle Swoosh with 3 for 54. Tito Gonzalez, 3 for 16, 1 TD. Montezuma Popoko, 3 for 52, 1 TD. Interviews Quentin, 2 for 90, 1 TD. Spooky Willis, 1 for 14. Anthony Stink, 1 for 52, that long touchdown earlier. And then Kamikaze Von Doom adding a touchdown as well. Pretty crazy middle linebacker, the first one of the season. And the longest catch goes to Interviews Quentin, that 66-yard touchdown earlier. Stank and Popoko had catches over 40. Von Doom had a 32-yarder. Just overall ridiculous, says. Jay Underwood leads the tackles with 10. Brown gets 8. Ivy gets 8. Montaigne, Jackson, and Rogowski, Halifax, Chambers doing their thing. Rory, Falco Jr., Thomas, Frost, Stern, and Rockefeller all pulling in tackles. Great job. Halifax, Chambers, and Falco get 2 tackles for loss, and a slew of players there getting 1. Great job. Sack wise, Tank Falco Jr. 1.5. Rory gets 1. Halifax gets a half. No interceptions. Pass deflections. Montaigne and Chambers get 1 apiece. Jay Underwood forced the fumble, but they couldn't recover it. And that's all the defensive stats here. As we move to the other side, is going to be the leading tackler of Austin Grant with 11. Westwell with 10. Bukaki gets 9. Arabic gets 7. McKinnon and Salami get 5. Bedex Banner gets 3. Williams, Gunnarsson, Harrison, Berserker, and Wells doing their thing with 1. Got those 3 players there getting a tackle for loss. 1 sack there by Bedex. No INTs here. Pass deflections, none here. Forced fumbles and fumble recoveries, none here. And that's all the defensive stats here. Pretty easy setup on that side. As we move into special teams, Daniel Carlstown missed a field goal, but outside of that, very decent day. Javon Gusto, 1 for 1 on field goals, 5 for 5 on extra points. Punting wise, obviously Carlstown led that, 49 on the average. Great job. Gusto did his thing. Popoko and Allen doing their thing on kick returns. Good job there by Swoosh there on the punt returns, 8.5 on the return. Namey had 1 for 4. As we move into the scoring summary really quick, the real simple process. It was mostly Detroit doing their thing. 28 points in the first half, a field goal to start the third, and St. Louis had a field goal, but outside of that, it was another touchdown there by the big homie, Intervies Quentin. So we'll go ahead and swap out, and we're going to go ahead and get ready. Around 7:30 is where we're going to start this one, get a little breaky break. I'm going to give Stoneway a chance to take care of this game. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be Tacoma at Anchorage, West Coast action. That's all I got to say on that. It's going to be a pretty interesting ball game. Can't wait to see how it goes down. Get your numbers up, get your TPE up. And outside that, we'll talk to you later.